It's not easy expressing what I felt since she became a part of my world. Or more accurately, when I became a part of hers. You see, she didn't know I existed. At least I don't think she'd ever spotted me watching her from the corner of my eye. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't stalking her like today's jaded society might view it. I was simply a boy noticing a girl who made the sunshine brighter. A man who got caught in a smile he could stare at for an eternity. No, I wasn't stalking her. I was simply mesmerized whenever I saw her. Sometimes even before I saw her. Like a sixth sense, I'd turn and there she'd be. Glowing, beautiful, full of life as she walked right by without seeing me. Without feeling what I felt. And trust me, it wasn't an experience that kept me from approaching her. I've had girlfriends before. It was fear. Fear that she wouldn't share the same interests I had in getting to know one another. Fear that I would have to settle for someone who wasn't her. Hey, I've never seen you run this late before. Let's run together. No. All right. Damn it. Hey, I wanted to see if you wanted to run together.
Do you usually run this late?
Not usually.
I usually run this late.
I know.
What do you mean you know? Are you stalking me?
No, I...
Get away from me, you creep! I'm just kidding. Come on, can you keep up? So what are you gonna do with your degree?
I have no idea. I'm a sociology major, and that degree is basically useless. So I guess anything the world wants. Honestly, I should be undecided.
Why do you think it's useless?
The whole goal is a job, isn't it? I'm not a doctor or engineer or anything. What's a sociologist supposed to do?
I don't know. I think that humanities make the best education. You know, it teaches you how to think critically, analytically, I guess. And it shapes you.
Yeah, definitely. But I want to be shaped into something that's going to make me some money, opposed to only being able to critically analyze why I can't get a job.
I mean, that's true. But in the end of the day, all you have is your thoughts. I know you're gonna find a way. You know, people always feel like they're missing something. So, I'd rather have my thoughts.
Me too.
You'd rather have my thoughts.
Yeah, no.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was. See, thoughts are good, but there's so many strings being pulled in every direction. My dad, for instance, he's always been successful and everything, but seemed sad. I guess unfulfilled or whatever, because he was bored and always busy. I know he got a secure job for us, but sometimes I wish he didn't.
What do you mean?
That's the problem. I don't know. I mean, I want to make him proud and stuff. I want to get a good job. He tells me to get a good job, but then he teaches me not to.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. If it makes you feel any better, I never knew my dad.
That doesn't make me feel better. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
It's okay. My mom was awesome. She took care of everything and then some. She always supported me, even if it wasn't a low-paying job.
What'd she do?
No, she did a bunch of things. She used to change her jobs all the time. She was a waitress like a million times. She sold perfumes. That was awesome because I always smelled amazing. You know, like low-paying jobs, like minimum wage.
That must have been hard.
Yeah, for her. She never let me know about it though. And I was just a kid. I wanted to have fun. New clothes, new people, new places to play at. She worked in a planetarium for a bunch of years, cleaning in the night. And I think that was my favorite.
Yeah? Was it the stars?
Yeah. And no.
Well?
Well, she worked in the planetarium when I was around 7 to 13, 14 years old. And at first I hated it. I never wanted to go there. But my mom couldn't really afford a babysitter, so she forced me. And she really wouldn't trust me with anybody else, if you know what I mean. But eventually I learned to just bring my blanket and bring my pillow and lay in the grass and watch the stars and fall asleep.
That's a good enough reason.
Yeah, but there's more than that. We lived in a very small apartment. Not cozy at all, like efficiently small. I had a whole planetarium to myself. I had all the stars to myself. I felt secure. And it was all mine, every night. Eventually, I loved it so much, I would go with my mom to work every night.
That's a great way to make the best out of a bad situation.
It wasn't a bad situation. I mean, yeah, she could have gotten a babysitter. She couldn't have even worked on the planetarium. But how many kids get to say that they were raised in a planetarium?
Not many.
It shaped me. You know, there's so many people that are trying to craft themselves into something that they like, especially here in college. And honestly, I'm just happy that I have an authentic story to tell, even though it came from poverty. It's what made me an astronomer. And they say that an astronomy degree looks very good in grad school.
That's pretty philosophical for a 12-year-old.
Well, you know, I was writing my theoretical physics with my teddy bear.
How about this? That's the Big Dipper right there. The Little Dipper. And then Orion's belt, if I believe to be right, is there.
That's the Big Dipper. That's the Little Dipper. And obviously, Orion's belt.
You know your stuff.
We should get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't do it.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
The first step of many had been taken. Fantasy had become reality. Now it was simply a matter of finding our storybook ending. That night, my mind lost control to something else. Something less rational. Something I felt I'd been looking for all my life, but knew nothing of until now. Trying to focus on anything other than her was in vain. A new chapter had just been opened, and looking back made little sense to me. She liked running at night because she could be alone with her thoughts, so when she agreed to include me in this nightly ritual, I was ecstatic. Too ecstatic, because I didn't even notice that the time for our second run had come and gone. Still, I waited. I was running from disappointment, not in her. She had every right to change her mind, or maybe something had come up. My disappointment was for allowing it to get to me this much. Failing to move on, I wandered through that first day in a haze, like a ghost with no real connection to the world. I replayed events in my mind over and over again, second-guessing everything. Had I come off too strong, too stupid, too philosophical? Or had she decided that I was a stalker?
What's up, man? Everything okay? Oh yeah, dude. You remember that girl that died a couple days ago? It's crazy. She lived like right across from us.
My roommate didn't know about our run that night, or our plans to meet again. I guess that's why he was so nonchalant when he delivered the news about the girl who died, the one that lived across the hall. It was as if all the good had been taken out of every second of every minute of every day. I would never feel this way again. I wouldn't allow it. I remembered that when I had reached manhood, I held the simple view that death was merely a part of life, not the end of it. Laura's death, however, meant the end of too. Until...
You knew Lisa?
Yeah, I did.